Springs & Son Fine Jewelers in Palm Desert.
Some companies base their entire business off of high-pressure sales. That way of doing business is long gone. Customers are more educated today, and I feel they value honesty more than a sales pitch. With TMOs, our technicians are not incentivized to sell. They're incentivized to solve a problem. That's why hearing positive reviews and getting emails from customers that they're happy is the entire reason we're doing this. To learn more, call us today.
Is NBC Palm Springs.
Good morning, Coachella Valley, and thank you for joining us for NBC Palm Springs Midday. I'm Joe Smith. I'm glad you're here. And Jerry, over the weekend, I met a lady whose name is Mary, M-E-R-R-Y. She tells me that she likes a particular weather guy named Jerry, J-E-R-R-Y. That would be you.
Oh, me?
Yes,
okay.
You.
Hi, Mary.
Yes. Isn't
Thanks
that a great name, though? M-E-R-R-Y.
Yes. We like her too, right?
Yes, we do. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, we like our forecast.
The weather is likable as well. Yesterday, 90s for highs around the Coachella Valley. As you look at our Agua Caliente, Casino Cam, and all that sunshine. Temps are going to be a little bit above average, but they're really not crazy hot. A lot of sunshine today. Temperatures at or slightly below average today. But yeah, they move back up. 4th of July is going to be a hot one. Temperatures today will rise to 103 in Palm Springs, but what about Saturday the 4th? We'll check it all out. Full forecast in 70 minutes.
All right, Jerry. Palm Springs police are asking for the public's help in an attempted homicide case. A man was shot late last night in Palm Springs near Tramview Road and North Indian Canyon Road. The man was found in his car unconscious and suffering from a gunshot wound. The unidentified man is in critical condition. You can call Crime Stoppers at 760-341-7867 to anonymously report any information you might have.
Coronavirus coverage brought to you by East Valley COVID-19 testing site, serving residents of eastern Coachella Valley.
Plans to reopen across the country are put on hold as several states see record number of coronavirus cases. This as we head into the 4th of July weekend. Cases spiked after Memorial Day, celebrations in the U.S., and officials fear this upcoming holiday could make things worse. Among the closures in California are bars. Governor Newsom ordered bars to close in 7 counties. Riverside County was not on that list. Rather, it was only recommended. But county health officials took it a step further and ordered them closed. Our Olivia Sandusky shows us how some Valley businesses are taking extra precautions.
3 weeks after reopening, Chill Bar in Palm Springs announced they're closing their doors once again due to COVID-19.
Although, as of Saturday night, none of my employees had tested positive, we've decided to pause and take a break and see what happens in Riverside County.
Other Palm Springs businesses have also shut down, just as Riverside County announces all breweries, bars, and pubs must close by 2 a.m. on June 30th.
Face coverings and the social distancing, it just doesn't seem to be there at bars. The order is one that we hope that will be enforced by the businesses themselves.
One reason behind the closure, rising ICU bed usage.
There are different segments of the regions that have higher and lower numbers. Out in the Coachella Valley, that number is just about 100% of the beds out there in the ICU.
Positive cases in Palm Springs are also trending upwards, but the virus isn't just affecting businesses. The Palm Springs Police Department recently reported 3 of their sworn personnel have tested positive and 11 others are now quarantined.
They're, responding to calls for service, both medically related and non-medically related. And unfortunately, you just don't know if someone's COVID positive. So when you come in contact with them, it's definitely a risk that our officers face.
And now the department and local bar owners wait to see what the future holds.
Many people are disappointed, but the safety of staff members, customers, and then just the broader community, that's really the most important thing.
Olivia Sandusky, NBC Palm Springs.
Congressman Dr. Raul Ruiz says it looks as if we are experiencing a surge, and if action isn't taken, things could get much worse. He also says the county needs to do much more than close bars to stop the spread and the surge of the virus. Beaches, piers, and bike paths will be closed across Los Angeles County this weekend. The closures begin Friday and will continue through Monday. The Sheriff's Department says violating the closure could amount to trespassing, punishable by up to a $1,000 fine. Other parts of the county and the country are also closing beaches and bars, namely Florida. NBC's Sam Brock in Miami.
In a matter of days, beaches on both sides of the country will be closed.
They don't have the right to tell people that you can or cannot go.
First South Florida and now Los Angeles, with the county putting the clamps on ocean access for the July 4th holiday weekend.
This year, we have to think about saving lives.
After recording its single biggest daily total, nearly 3,000 new cases, LA County overall now climbing past 100,000. The numbers not nearly as daunting as the reality for the Garay family. Richard Garay, heartbroken after losing his father to COVID-19. 28 members of his family were diagnosed with the virus. Now governors in states strained from rising cases are trying to prevent future pain, including Arizona's head of state, who just pulled the plug on bars, gyms, and pools for a minimum of 30 days.
We can't be under any illusion that this virus is going to go away on its own. Our expectation is that next week, our numbers will be worse.
26 states are already seeing a rise in cases, with 11 looking at a sharp jump of 100% or more over the last 14 days. That includes Florida, rocked by a 5-fold increase in daily cases in 2 weeks, prompting the holiday beach closures that caught hotels like the famed Ocean Drive Clevelander off guard.
Our hotel guests come to go to the beach. So now, most of our hotel guests have canceled their reservations.
In other news in Florida this morning, the city of Jacksonville requiring masks now in indoor spaces, which could impact the Republican National Convention set to be held there in August. In Miami Beach, Sam Brock, NBC News.
The European Union is closing its borders to the United States. The EU approved leisure or business travel in some countries, including China, if it allows EU visitors in return. The U.S., Russia, Brazil, and Turkey were excluded because of the rise in cases in those countries. The U.S. will have to wait at least 2 weeks before another review. A lot of parents are wanting to know when schools will reopen, and there's some confusion as the American Academy of Pediatrics says students should be allowed to physically return to the classrooms in the fall. We know the Palm Springs Unified School District plans to start school in August. The district is hosting a series of town hall meetings to get input from the community. While many American families are slowly coming out of quarantine, for children of immigrant parents in the East Valley, being stuck at home didn't feel like an option. Our Regina Urita shows us how pressure was mounting for them to help provide for their families.
With boxes filled of locally grown vegetables, Jose Castillo from Desert Mirage High School has been working hard to provide.
Provide for ourselves, but also to help my family.
Castillo is working in the fields in the East Valley. He plans to attend college in the fall, but this spring was difficult. He had to adjust to distance learning during the coronavirus shutdown.
Very difficult to get used to, for sure.
Castillo, like many children of immigrant parents, felt an obligation to work instead of quarantine. Minors can work at the age of 12, but they need a permit verifying classes are not in session. But because of financial struggles, activists say students have been working under the table without permits during the shutdown.
If a minor is working in the fields, they need to have the protections that they need to have. As minors, there are certain tools and there are certain jobs that they cannot be doing.
According to a U.S. Government Accountability Office, in 2018, there were nearly 500,000 youth in the country working in the fields. Activists say these numbers are now higher because of the pandemic.
Right now, we know that because of COVID, there's a lot of stress with families There's less opportunities of jobs.
Castillo graduated this spring, but he still faces the burden of financially supporting his family and paying for his own education at UC Riverside.
Because it's very expensive and I don't want them to worry about that debt. I want to pay that debt myself because I don't want to be a burden to them. You know?
In Mecca, Regina Urita, NBC Palm Springs.
Let's head outside right now. This is a live look from our Agua Caliente Casino cam in Palm Springs. Let's check in with Jerry for how hot it's going to get today.
Yeah, yesterday we had a high of 94 in Palm Springs, already at 90 degrees at the moment. So, yeah, we're going to be a little hotter than yesterday, but still mild, comparatively speaking. We could be, in the 110s. Not going to happen today. Winds under 10 miles an hour. 83 at Yucca Valley as we do our temp check in and around the Coachella Valley. 87, 29 Palms. 87 also at Desert Hot Springs. A sunny 93 at Coachella. Mecca 92, 90 at Palm Desert. Rancho Mirage coming in 92 degrees. Cathedral City 90. Clear skies over the valley. Not a whole lot going on over the southwest. We do have a coastal eddy that's still bringing some clouds west of us along the coastal areas. Inland, though, around us, nothing but sunshine today and temps that'll be a little warmer than yesterday, but closer to seasonal norms. 100 to 104 a range of highs today with dew points that'll be in the 30-degree range by the middle of the afternoon. Comfort Air 3-day forecast. 103 today for Palm Springs, about the same tomorrow and again on Thursday. After that, the numbers start moving up for the holiday. Speaking of the holiday, 4th of July, going to be a little toasty during the afternoon. 110 for Palm Springs, sunset at 8 p.m., and then we'll see temperatures drop to around 80. It'll be a warm evening. And also on the 4th, a little heads up too, there's going to be a partial lunar eclipse, and that'll peak at around 9:30 on Saturday evening. Full forecast in 7 coming up.
All right, Jerry, thank you. We're following two fires, the devastating brush fire in Niland and the one that erupted below the Palm Springs tram. We'll have updates on both of those after the break.
From the Valley Plumbing family, our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone in the community. The health and well-being of our employees, customers, and communities we serve is our primary concern, and all CDC guidelines are strictly being followed. As an essential business, Valley Plumbing is open to help you with whatever plumbing needs you may have. We have great financing options and low interest rates. For 67 years, big or small, we fix it all at the best prices.
Big or small, we fix it all at Valley Plumbing.
There's nothing like exploring the great indoors. Dining tables that can double as workspaces, sofas that keep your devices charged, sectionals that give you space or take up little space, bedroom sets with plenty of hidden storage, recliners that lift and recline, mattresses that come in a box, delivered to your home safely with new no-contact delivery options. So get the power of Bob's discount the way you want. Online, by phone in any of my newly reopened stores, or by appointment at select stores near you. With so much to see and do, the great indoors await you at mybobs.com.
How would you like to get paid up to $2,000 for that old AC unit? That's right. With the Next Gen buyback guarantee, we'll give you up to $2,000 for your old unit, and your new system is backed by a lifetime replacement guarantee. Don't risk your AC going out on you on a dangerous summer day. If your AC unit is over the age of 10, just call Next Gen. Honest, reliable service, a buyback guarantee, and a lifetime replacement guarantee. Only at Next Gen. From our Next Gen family to yours, we're honored to safely serve you.
NEXGEN, call 833-3NEXTGEN.
The 29 Palms Band of Mission Indians announces the East Valley COVID-19 testing site, a partnership with the Borrego Community Health Foundation, the City of Coachella, the Desert Healthcare District, and the County of Riverside, providing easy COVID-19 testings for residents in Coachella, Thermal, and Mecca. The East Valley testing site provides testing Fridays from 6:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Call 1-833-624-1097 to make an appointment today.
Fire crews stopped a nearly 16-acre brush fire in Palm Springs. 2 firefighters were treated for injuries. The fire broke out about 2 miles south of the Palm Springs aerial tramway yesterday morning. The cause of the fire is under investigation. Tramway Road is open. And a brush fire in Niland near the Salton Sea burns 37 acres and 37 homes, rather. The Cali Patria fire chief confirms one body was found near where the fire burned, but can't tell us if it was connected to the fire. At least 130 people are displaced. No word yet on the cause. In a 3-year-old case of the missing couple, Jonathan Reynoso and Audrey Moran, 3 men were arrested for murder. A court date set for this week. Our Daytona Everett talks with the NBC Palm Springs legal analyst John Patrick Dolan, who says the death penalty could potentially be on the table.
May 10th, 2017. Audrey Moran told her family she was picking up her boyfriend, Jonathan Reynoso, from Brawley to take him to his Palm Desert home. But when Audrey stopped answering her phone, her family got worried and contacted police. That's where the 3-year investigation would begin.
Maria Moran last heard from her daughter through text on May 10th.
The picture of Audrey and Jonathan she sent to her mom.
Police located her daughter's SUV off I-10 in Beaumont.
Audrey's abandoned car.
She says he ordered pizza from Domino's. It should have been delivered around 6 the night he disappeared.
The timeline that just didn't match up. The developing story started catching national attention. The couple was everywhere on social media, but in real life, they were nowhere to be found. Saturday night, the story changed.
3 men have been arrested in connection with a couple that went missing in 2017.
Manuel Rios, Abraham Fregoso, Jesus Ruiz Jr., all charged with murder, according to the Riverside County Sheriff's Department.
Considering the circumstances and considering we're in Riverside County, there's a high probability that at least it will be considered for a death penalty case.
Legal analyst John Patrick Dolan has covered high-profile cases similar to this one.
It's going to be a very, very challenging case.
The last 3 years, the Sheriff's Department has remained tight-lipped about evidence and random diggings of backyards in Coachella that were thought to possibly have a connection with this case. But those search warrants were sealed, leaving the community to make up their own theories. People wondered, what really happened May 10th, 2017?
What is the motive for this? That'll be a huge issue.
This now murder mystery far from over, with the long legal battle ahead.
It's going to be a long time before there's a resolution, but I think for the families involved, of course, they feel like this is a major step toward resolution.
Daytona Everett, NBC Palm Springs.
This program reminder, the Riverside County Sheriff's Department is holding a press conference on this case today at 2 p.m. We'll bring it to you live on air as well as Facebook and YouTube. And coming up later, why it's so important that everyone in your household be counted in this year's Census 2020, what it can mean for you and the state.
With over 50,000 professionally installed windows, California Showcase Construction is the Coachella Valley's best energy-efficient window contractor. We do the job right the first time. Our company owner pre-inspects every job to ensure attention to detail, quality, and efficiency.
They did a fantastic job on my windows. I have a lower electric bill and I have less dust coming into my house.
Take advantage of our zero money down financing. Call and schedule your free in-home estimate today.
The 4th of July Sales Spectacular is going on now at the I-10 Auto Mall, and we're celebrating all month long. Huge discounts on all makes and models, thousands of trucks, SUVs, and cars to choose from, new certified or pre-owned vehicles. Take advantage of the best financing rates in years, and with deferred payment options, you'll save even more. Visit us today or shop online at i10automall.com. This July is the time to buy. The I-10 Auto Mall's 4th of July Sales Spectacular is going on now.
Our family welcomes you to Pueblo Viejo Grill, home of the best Mexican food and happy hour in the Coachella Valley. Enjoy homemade carnitas, chile verde, fajitas, tamales, and enchiladas. Our dishes are amazing, authentic, and delicious. For the best happy hour, join us nightly for incredible food and drink specials from 3 to 6 p.m. Pueblo Viejo Grill is located on Highway 111 in Indio and in Palm Desert at Cook and Gerald Ford. Gracias from our family to yours.
At La Quinta Chevrolet, your well-being is our top priority. In this time of social distancing, you can do the entire car buying process online, and we'll even deliver the vehicle to your home and office. Right now, get more with zero. Drive with zero first month payment, zero security deposit, and zero money down. Like a new Chevy Equinox, lease for only $279 per month. To learn more, visit our dealership at laquintachevrolet.com today. Find new roads.
The entertainment world mourns the passing of a comedy legend whose career spanned 7 decades. 98-year-old actor, writer, and director Carl Reiner died Monday, leaving his mark on the stage and the big and small screens. NBC's Dan Cheneman shows us Reiner's long and fascinating life.
Carl Reiner was a true TV legend. As an actor, a writer, producer, and director. He was born in 1922 in the Bronx, New York, and came to fame in the 1950s on Sid Caesar's Your Show of Shows on NBC.
Welcome, American. Hi there, everybody.
He was a performer on that show and added duties as a writer when it evolved into Caesar's Hour in a writer's room that at times included Mel Brooks and Neil Simon. That experience inspired the Dick Van Dyke Show in the 1960s. Reiner created the show about his own life and family. The Dick Van Dyke Show became a hit and launched the career of Mary Tyler Moore. Reiner played the recurring role of Alan Brady.
There she is. There's the little lady who put you out of business.
Carl Reiner won 9 Primetime Emmy Awards over the course of his career and 1 Grammy Award for The 2,000-Year-Old Man with Mel Brooks.
People actually hit themselves in the face. Boy. Wow! That hurts, though. Yeah, you bet it hurts now.
Reiner also directed films like 1977's Oh God, as well as 4 films with Steve Martin, including 1979's The Jerk and All of Me in 1984. Carl Reiner was inducted into the Television Academy Hall of Fame in 1999. And let's not forget, he also gave the world his son, writer, director, actor, Rob Reiner. In his later years, Carl Reiner wrote a number of books, both for adults and for children, and he acted in the Ocean's 11 film series.
Quit conning me.
Carl Reiner left his mark all over the entertainment world, but television is where that mark is indelible. Dan Cheneman, NBC News.
Well, beautiful shot here. I mean, Agua Caliente Casino Cam views have been perfect over the past couple of days. Nothing but blue skies above us, and that's going to be the case not only today, but again tomorrow. And again on Thursday, not a cloud in sight. Now, as far as temps yesterday, they were below average. 95 for the high in Palm Springs in late June, early July. You got to love that. 106 is the average, and we'll creep up there eventually by the end of the week. But those temperatures in the 90s yesterday for the Coachella Valley were kind of unusual. I mean, thermal hit 97 degrees. That broke a record for a record low high temp during the middle of the day. 98 was the previous record set back in 55. And Idlewild, San Jacinto, several other cities also set similar records. Now, as far as temps right now, 95 at Palm Springs, 93 at Thousand Palms, 88, 29 Palms, 70s at Banning, Beaumont, and Cabazon at this hour. Clear skies over the valley, not a whole lot going on over the southwest again. Nothing on radar, of course. But we do have a ridge of high pressure, which will strengthen as we move toward the weekend. That'll boost those numbers up. So enjoy these mild numbers. Still, low 100s, pretty good for late June, early July. A lot of sunshine. Late in the day, we'll get that onshore flow that'll become a little bit breezy. But like early this morning, we'll see a little fog develop overnight. And through about 8 o'clock in the morning, west of Beaumont into the Inland Empire, you could see some low visibility. Now, today, highs around that 103, 104 range. And tomorrow, more of the same. Even Thursday looks identical. But then after Thursday into Friday, that ridge I was talking about will begin to strengthen and those numbers start to move up. So Saturday, 4th of July, 108 to 111, the range of highs. We'll have a weak onshore flow, but mostly sunny skies. Some high clouds will move into the area. Monsoonal moisture stays over Arizona. So Sunday, a little hotter. We could see some more 14s pop up. Now that's a little toasty, and that will happen Monday as well. Now, as far as skies in a troposphere, clear from top to bottom today, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, maybe a mountain cloud, but then some high clouds move in on Saturday, bringing us filtered sunshine. As far as surface moisture, relatively dry, 10% relative humidity in the middle of the afternoon. That moves up a little bit more tomorrow. Now, as far as the tropics, we're still watching this tropical depression 4E moving its way slowly, actually almost stationary, but you can see on our satellite imagery, really not much to point out. So give it a couple hours, this will dissipate. Okay, 7-day forecast from Comfort Air. Holding steady, low 100s today, tomorrow, Thursday. Numbers move up on Friday, and for the 4th of July, Saturday, 108. Going to be a little toasty. Hottest days, Sunday, Monday, maybe even Tuesday with highs in the 120s. Back in 2 minutes.
The 29 Palms Band of Mission Indians and community partners announce East Valley COVID-19 testing site summer hours. We now offer drive-up, drive-through on-site testing Fridays from 6:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. East Valley residents who do not currently have health insurance will receive information and assistance signing up for programs. The testing site is located on Dillon Road, southwest of the Spotlight 29 Casino and Highway 86. To make an appointment, call 1-833-624-1097 or log on to borregohealth.org.
Hi, I'm Jason Chavez, owner of Coachella Valley Buick GMC. Right now, the safety of our customers, our employees, is our top priority. That's why we're taking extra precautions to ensure that our facility, our employees, and all vehicles follow strict sanitation and social distancing guidelines. You can make certain when shopping for a vehicle or visiting our service department, we have taken the proper sanitization actions for your protection. Also, you can always shop and schedule online at i10gm.com. At Coachella Valley Buick GMC, we are open to take care of all of your vehicle needs.
Nobody knows more about outdoor living than Outdoor Living Concepts. We offer stylish yet practical solutions for your outdoor entertainment needs. Visit our showroom in Palm Desert and check out our large selection of professional barbecue equipment, outdoor kitchens, fire tables, and fire pits. We also feature jacuzzi and hot springs brand spas, energy efficient and priced to save you money. Let Outdoor Living Concepts make your outdoors the great outdoors. After all, outdoor living, it's in our name.
Attention! For our clients' security and safety, we offer private, highly sanitized offices for our clients to sit with our trained professional buyers. Be safe.
Whatever your reasons are, sell it for more to PMR.
Hamilton, one of the most beloved musicals of our time. I'm Manny the Movie Guy. Lin-Manuel Miranda's masterpiece is headed to streaming. Perfect for the 4th of July. Friday, only on NBC Palm Springs today.
The push is on. California is launching a major effort to reach hundreds of thousands of people who haven't filled out their 2020 census form yet. It's by far the toughest state in the country to count because of our diverse population. Here to talk about the challenges and what's being done to support a complete count is Ditas Katagi, Director of California Complete Count. Ditas, welcome.
Thank you for having me today.
Well, it's a pleasure. Why is California so difficult to count?
Well, you mentioned it. We're extremely diverse. There are many languages that are spoken throughout the state. But the U.S. Census Bureau has decided to do it for the first time ever online. But you can also answer by mail or on the phone. But the preferred way to do it is online. And many of our communities here in California don't have access to broadband. So whether you live in a crowded unit, whether maybe you're unemployed or low income, it makes it more difficult for you to respond. And I will say that children under 5 have been historically missed. And so we really want to make sure that everyone is counted.
So if that's the case, then how are you reaching out to make sure that every person is counted?
Out of a population of over 40 million Californians, about 11 million of them are hard to count. So people will be least likely to respond for a number of reasons. But the way we reach them is through trusted messengers and having community organizations who really provide the message to let people know why it's so important and why it's safe to do so.
And so are people doing a lot of door knocks so that they can actually do them in person if somebody doesn't have access to online?
Door knocking right now in person, we are trying to keep everyone safe. So there's no door knocking going on. Our partners that are out there have really shifted to do what I say there's sort of the high tech approach and the low tech. So high tech would be doing virtual town halls, doing texting messages, texting campaigns. The low tech, more low tech, they did car caravans, lawn signs. Actually, with the COVID-19 testing sites, they're putting up banners. And they're doing stuff like direct mail. So you have both sort of the high-tech approach to reaching people and then low-tech, but being safe.
The count is so important in so many different ways and what that means to the state.
So it's really about power, money, and data. So the power piece is about all Californians, regardless of your race, your age, your ethnicity, your citizenship status, you need to be counted because they use the data to figure out how do they reapportion the 435 congressional seats. Will Californians have a voice in Washington, D.C.? It's so important these days. Also, that data is used down to your local city council. How do they redraw those lines in your community to make sure that you have a voice? The money piece is really about when you pay your taxes every single year. Those dollars go from your bank account to the federal treasury. And many people say, well, does that come back to my state? And the way it comes back is only once a decade. If you fill out the census form, then that data is used to bring those tax dollars back to your community for roads, for schools, for hospitals. And so data is a new thing that we all are talking about. Everyone's looking at percentages, but the data is really about who uses that data. Businesses use the data to say, where am I going to locate my next, Trader Joe's? They also use it to say, where am I going to put my next warehouse and provide jobs for that community?
And so what is the deadline in order to get this complete? And so we have all the information. What's the deadline?
Till October 31st to self-respond. But we don't want people to wait because if you don't answer by the end of July, someone will go out and knock on your door. So right now is the perfect time to go online and go to my2020census.gov, or you can call the 844-330-2020 number for English, 844-468-2020 for Spanish, and be enumerated over the phone. Or you can look in your mail for the actual form, which was sent out for those that didn't respond early in March and April, and answer and send it in.
All right, some good advice. Indidis, thank you for being with us today, and we hope that people will participate so that they can be counted, so that we can get our share of the power and also the money.
Thanks so much, Joe.
And keep it right there. We'll be right back.
Without the audience feedback, it is going to be tough.
This reminds me of my early days as an actor.
I feel bad for them because it is very awkward.
Are you ready to take AGT into this new era?
We're ready.
Tonight, they'll face off.
The duels is the fight of your life
against their toughest competitor.
Pure elegance versus raw emotion.
You guys are ready to fight.
World of Dance, tonight on NBC. And every Friday, catch an encore World of Dance performance.
Paul McKenna here at the giant Crystal Dodge Chrysler Jeep and Ram Truck Superstore in the Cathedral City Auto Center. We have hundreds of crystal clear deals waiting for you during our Drive Forward sales event, like this.
Drive away in a new Ram 1500 for $8,100 off MSRP. Or a new 2020 Jeep Grand Cherokee for an incredible $309 a month.
Only at the giant Crystal Dodge Chrysler Jeep and Ram Truck Superstore in the Cathedral City Auto Center, or find us 24/7 at crystalchrysler.com.
At MJ Custom Furniture, get your furniture custom made at factory direct prices.
I bring my customers to MJ Custom Furniture because of the great quality and pricing and quick turnaround.
The interior designer at MJ Furniture came to my home and helped me turn it into a bright, amazing place.
Come into MJ Custom Furniture. Get a designer look that's elegant and really affordable. Come in today.
Summertime has arrived, and La Quinta Chevrolet is sizzling with huge summer deals. Save big on Silverados on summer sell-down prices while they last. Plus, right now, get more with zero. Drive with zero first month payment, zero security deposit, and zero money down. Like a new Chevy Equinox. Lease for only $279 per month. Start your summer road trip to savings at La Quinta Chevrolet. Visit LaQuintaChevrolet.com today. Find new roads.
And here's some consumer news. Home prices accelerated in April, even as sales stumbled during coronavirus shutdowns. Prices for existing homes rose 4.7% compared with April 2019. The supply of homes for sale continues to drop, even as new listings now come on the market. Demand is incredibly strong, suggesting that prices will only get hotter in the coming months. Taking advantage of the coronavirus crisis, the federal government says COVID-19 related scams are skyrocketing. CNBC's Andrea Day reports.
This is where we usually find FBI Section Chief Stephen Merrill. But now, like many of us, he's working from home.
I'm working longer hours than ever.
because we have to keep on top of these scams.
And the business at hand is clear.
Attack these criminal schemes related to the COVID-19. There's never been a shortage of greed, and the criminals' ability to highlight these stressful times and our vulnerability is certainly apparent.
Merrill says that hundreds of coronavirus scams are pouring in every day.
The newest scheme we've seen is what we call advanced fee schemes.
In this one, he says, criminals are targeting government agencies who are desperate for personal protective equipment.
They're claiming that they can produce, in many cases, millions of masks. The state governments are sending large millions of dollars of money in anticipation of getting these masks.
That he says in many cases never arrive. And that's not the only scheme. The Fed's already charging this guy after he posted videos online claiming he developed a cure for coronavirus.
I created the cure that shuts down the COVID-19.
Investigators say Keith Middlebrook solicited investments in a company he claimed would be used to market his so-called cure. And his video posts on Instagram and YouTube racked up over 2 million views. According to the complaint, 7 individuals had invested with Middlebrook, with an average investment of $750 to $1 million. An attorney for Middlebrook did not respond to CNBC's request for comment. The FBI also warning about a rise in counterfeit schemes.
We're seeing people that are peddling testing equipment as well as, medicines themselves.
Customs and Border Protection officers recently seizing loads of counterfeit cold and flu meds, along with thermometers and hand sanitizers.
That's what worries me most, is that people are trying to defraud us by giving us medicine that could hurt us or our families.
Andrea Day, CNBC.
And this program reminder about this 4th of July. The fireworks extravaganza will be here on NBC Palm Springs and our sister station, KPSE. It all starts at 6 p.m. with a live preview from Agua Caliente Casino Resort with Gino Lamont. We'll bring you the fireworks show live at 9 on KPSE with a replay following an abbreviated newscast on NBC Palm Springs at 11. And there is a beautiful shot this afternoon from our Walter Clark Highway 1 camera. Absolutely a gorgeous day in the valley. It's going to be a little toasty. As we head to break, let's take a live look right now as we see this wonderful shot. Now, hear from some students.
"2020", presented by Outdoor Living Concepts.
Hi, my name is Israwati and I'm the La Quinta High School ASB president. I walked into LQ in hopes of walking out a better person and having an all-around good high school experience. Going to La Quinta High School has been such a great experience, and I'm so grateful for all the lessons being a Blackhawk has taught me. This year has been a roller coaster of senior events, college, and hope in the last few months. Although we had anticipated senior moments like prom, grad night, senior sunset, and graduation, the moments that we did get to experience are all the more valuable. The first day, senior sunrise, getting sworn into the district board, being an MC at the first and last rally, and college acceptances are the senior moments that I will hold with me forever. Being a Blackhawk for me was defined by years of cheering in the birdcage, spirit weeks, rallies, sporting events, and morning ASB meetings. LQ is a school that has spirit and pride in everything we do, such as sports, clubs, arts, performing and visual arts, and day-to-day schooling as a whole. I have no doubt the upcoming class will continue to value what it is to be a Blackhawk and lead with spirit and resilience. I hope the strength and optimism the class of 2020 portrayed in the last few months will inspire the upcoming classes to have faith in the future and enjoy the moments they spend in high school. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Congratulations, class of 2020, from NBC Palm Springs and Outdoor Living Concepts.
I think our secret to success for 70 years in the Coachella Valley is our commitment to excellence, our values. We will sell only the finest products in every price category.
Leeds & Son, the Coachella Valley's jewelry experts.
With over 50,000 professionally installed windows, California Showcase Construction is the Coachella Valley's best energy-efficient window contractor. We do the job right the first time. Our company owner pre-inspects every job to ensure attention to detail, quality, and efficiency.
They did a fantastic job on my windows. I have a lower electric bill and I have less dust coming into my house.
Take advantage of our zero money down financing. Call and schedule your free in-home estimate today.
Today's indoor forecast calls for 78 degrees and a strong chance of comfort and saving money. That's the word from your Imperial Irrigation District, who encourages you to set your air conditioning thermostat to 78 degrees or higher to help you save money on your electric bill during the summer heat. You can also use floor or ceiling fans to create more indoor comfort. Just remember that fans cool people, so turn them off when you leave a room. For more energy-saving ideas, check out iid.com/summer savings.
Buying a diamond online is like internet dating. You really don't know what you're going to get. But at Leeds & Son, you can be assured of the quality and the price. Let our diamond experts find the perfect diamond in your price range.
It was such an amazing experience being able to be there with the protesters in Palm Desert, because it's not just covering things from a distance, it's being up in all of the action, giving a voice to those who feel like they just aren't being heard right now.
No justice, no peace, no racist police.
11. Olivia, what's the latest?
I feel like that's just one of the highlights in my career so far.
NBC Palm Springs, where the reporting is the difference.
Again, Tuesday morning. Good morning to you. Yeah, we're looking at clear skies, Agua Caliente Casino Cam. Not a cloud in sight. Yesterday, we had temps that were well below average. Yesterday, 95 degrees in Palm Springs, not a record low high, but there were several that were set, including thermal. 97 degrees. It seems like a warm temp, but for late June, no. 98 degrees was the previous record low high. Set back at 55, so we have a new record set yesterday. Idlewild was there too, San Jacinto, a few other cities in Southern California. Right now, a little warmer than it was yesterday at this time. 95 degrees at the airport, 93 Coachella, 89 degrees at 29 Palms, 82 at Yucca Valley. Clear skies over the valley and much of the southwest. Not a whole lot going on. Radar quiet as well. We're in a dry weather panel east over Southern California. Today, temps a little warmer than yesterday, adding about almost 10 degrees. So 100 to 104, the range of highs for the Coachella Valley. And late in the day, we'll get that onshore flow getting a little breezy, but nothing but sunshine today, mild and very comfortable weather pattern for this time of year. Now, we did have fog to begin the day. That will return again tomorrow. So some stratus west of the San Gorgonio Pass into the Inland Empire, scattered at best, but just keep in mind you may encounter that if you're driving to Los Angeles early tomorrow morning. 103 our high today for Palm Springs, Thousand Palms, and Indio 104 at Palm Desert. About the same on Wednesday and again on Thursday, virtually unchanged. But then things change as we head into the weekend. Saturday, ridge of high pressure will be in the neighborhood. That'll boost those temperatures up above average. 108 to 111. For Saturday afternoon, the 4th of July, mostly sunny skies, a little bit of high cloud cover. Then we crank up the heat a little more. Sunday and again on Monday, we could see some 114s around the Coachella Valley. Nothing but sunshine today, tomorrow, and Thursday. Dry air from top to bottom in the troposphere. A few high clouds moving in on Saturday. As far as surface moisture, relatively dry today, mid-30s for dew points. We'll move those numbers up a little bit Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Again, check at the tropics. We still have a tropical depression. Short-lived, though. By tomorrow, that system would be gone. Really not much convection to look like right now. No clouds around this system. Should dissipate very soon. Here's your Comfort Air 7-day forecast. 103 today, about the same. Wednesday, Thursday, before the numbers move up. For the holiday weekend, Saturday, 4th of July, 108. And then a little hotter. We'll see some 1-tweens Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday of next week.
Hi, I'm Jeff Bauer, General Manager of Augustine Casino. Our community has always been and remains our focus. We were first locally to close our casino to protect our team members and guests. Today, we're excited to announce a gradual reopening of Augustine Casino. We're committed to providing locals with access to a clean, safe, enjoyable environment with the highest level of service and value. When you're ready to return, we'll be here, ready to serve you.
We only have 2 words for you.
thank you. Thank you to the healthcare workers for keeping us alive. Thank you, first responders, for being there and always on time. Thank you to the farmers for feeding us. Thank you to every worker for all that you do. NBC will be featuring an Essential Worker of the Week, and Toyota and Honda of the Desert are happy to donate $1,000 to these brave workers. We are in this together, and we will get through this together. Thank you.
You don't have to live with chronic pain.
I enjoy working out. I injured both my knees and my left shoulder. It was getting in the way of my working out. I visited Dr. Reinhardt, and within 2 weeks, I was back in the gym working out, pain-free.
I was in horrendous pain, called Dr. Reinhardt, got an appointment that day. He diagnosed my problem, and I left feeling like my old self again.
Call 341-2360 now for an immediate appointment. Dr. Reinhardt treats pain like an emergency. Call 341-2360 now.
Shop Mathis Brothers during our summer savings event for unbeatable prices on bedroom furniture. Like this storage bed from Ashley, here at Mathis Brothers, it's only $553. Or this classic bed for only $428. Nobody beats that kind of value. And this farmhouse bed from Lane is an unbelievable $477. If you want to shop the largest in-stock selection at the lowest prices, there's only one place to go, Mathis Brothers Furniture.
Well, June is Men's Health Awareness Month, and we're so happy to be wrapping up our 4-part series with our friends over at Halo Diagnostics, talking about the importance of men's health, especially this month. So joining us once again is Bernadette Greenwood. Welcome, Bernadette. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me back.
Of course. And we have joining us this time is the Chief Product Officer, Brian Axe. And welcome, Brian.
Yeah, thank you. Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Great to have you here. And I think a lot of our friends want to know just how long Halo Diagnostics has been in business.
Yeah, super. So Halo Diagnostics, the answer to that will give you a little bit more of a flavor for who we are. Technically formed in early this year, but the underlying companies have come together from previous companies that have been around for, in the case of Desert Medical Imaging, decades, and Palms Imaging, which joined as well. Decades. And then the software side, there's been sort of a core group that's been working together closely for 4 to 5 years that then have been combined in for this almost flash creation of a, market leading outpatient center.
Very nice. And I know you have some outstanding physicians that are associated with Halo. So tell me who some of those are.
Super. So I think you've heard about Dr. Feller with a lot of the prostate program, pioneering just better patient outcomes through the prostate program while working with Dr. Gunberg and our urologist on staff, Dr. Hers, who without that team, you really couldn't create the next generation type procedures with the outcomes that we're seeing from those procedures. What's nice about Halo's, as I mentioned, is as we bring on new groups, we bring, the types of folks that are self-selecting into what Halo does with leading advancements are people that are already doing very advanced procedures. So Dr. Norbesh, part of PALMS, who Dr. Feller knew back in Stanford days as well, has been very deep in oncology, and he was the first one in all of California to implement abbreviated MRI for breast exams. Those are women who are intermediate risk that would normally just go to mammography, but because of the risk that they have, you can find 2.5 more cancers in some of the published studies around this by taking them to an abbreviated MRI, which is a 10-minute MRI. So these are the types of innovations that you see from the folks that we have on board at Halo.
Yeah, very, very impressive. So where are your locations in our desert cities, and do you have some actually outside of our area? So I think Bernadette's probably best to answer the exact cities for DMI. Bernadette, why don't you answer this one?
Sure. So we have locations in the Valley, in Indio, and in Palm Springs, but our innovation center is in Indian Wells. this is where the prostate program is centered. It's where all the research is happening. All the coolest, latest, greatest genomics are happening there. Circulating tumor cell testing. We also provide CT coronary artery exams. We also do virtual colonoscopy. So there's a lot more to it than just the prostate program itself. So that's essentially our laboratory where all the good ideas are cooked up. So my mantra has been innovate, create, validate, and replicate.
Nice.
And then to fill in a few of the other areas, locations, Dr. Norbesher just mentioned is in Oxnard, has a single facility there, does everything from multimodality PET scans to breast exams. And then we also have a Chico Breast Center that's in the Central Valley, Northern California, Chico area.
Great.
And we hope to have 100 centers across North America in the next 18 to 24 months.
Oh, that's very ambitious and sounds terrific. And you almost answered my next question, because I was going to say, since we've been focusing on men's health and the prostate, do you do other imaging? But obviously you talked about breast care as well.
Sure. Yeah. It's all encompassing. So radiogenomics, pairing companion diagnostics with imaging, women's health, men's health, Alzheimer care. We do it all.
That's
PET
fantastic.
CT.
That's so good to know. And of course, the most important question probably for our viewers, do you take all insurance?
That's a great question, and the answer is yes. So we have a billing and collection and a pre-authorization team that'll work with the patient through the entire process to get the order, to get the pre-certification, to get the authorization, and to schedule. So a lot of what Halo offers in terms of software is not just for diagnostics and research, it's also for workflow. So we're shortening the time between when the physician orders the exam and when the patient can actually get in, get it performed, get the result dictated, and get that report out to the referring doctor.
Wow, it sounds like Halo is definitely on the cutting edge of technology and patient care. And I'm so glad that we've had this 4-part series. I've learned so much personally. Thank you so much, Bernadette. And thank you, Brian, for joining us. It's good to know that men should be aware of their health, but at Halo, I think you do it all. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Attention, during the COVID-19 pandemic, PMR will remain open as an essential financial services sector company. We are paying the highest prices for gold, jewelry, diamonds, silver, watches, and coins. For our clients' security and safety, we offer private, highly sanitized offices for our clients to sit with our trained professional buyers. We have our community's back and want to get cash in your pocket today. Be safe.
Whatever your reasons are, sell it for more to PMR.
Tristan tweeted, "Remember when any footlong was $5? Get it, Charlie."
Oh, you're $5 footlong, especially made with veggies.
$5 footlongs are back when you buy 2 for a limited time.
Tristan tweeted, "Remember when any footlong was $5? Get it, Charlie."
Oh, you're $5 footlong, especially made with veggies.
$5 footlongs are back when you buy 2 for a limited time.
Welcome to Fix Auto, with 3 locations to greet you throughout the Coachella Valley, Indio, Palm Desert, and Cathedral City. More than 20 years of experience makes us the right choice when it comes to collision. All insurance companies are welcome. Come to the best. Come to Fix Auto. For more information, visit us at fixautousa.com.
Covering young Madeline's vigil really showed me the kindness and the humanity here in Coachella Valley.
Well, you never think it's going to reach your home, and,
Be able to see this whole community come by and just show their support to this family, it was truly touching, and it showed me that people here in Coachella Valley, they have not forgotten what's most important, and that's just being kind.
NBC Palm Springs, where the reporting is the difference.
Well,
Well, you know, it's officially summer, and that means we really have to stay hydrated, which means we're going to be upping our beverage count. And if you're like me, you like a good straw with your beverage, but we have to be mindful of our environment. So what to do? Well, our next guest, Bert Ballas, has come up with a genius idea. Welcome, Bert.
Thank you very much for having me on the show, Sadie.
Well,
nice seeing you.
Nice to see you too. Tell us a little bit about your creation. How did you come up with a concept for a portable, reusable, and rinsable straw?
Yeah, I'm an outdoorsman. I travel quite a bit. I'm really conscious of the environment. And as you know, the plastic straw has been banned in most of North America. And everywhere I go, I just saw, garbage in the lakes and the oceans and the ditches and so on and so forth. So I thought, let's give back. Let's design something that's sophisticated, portable, versatile, as well as compact, and then on top of it being self-rinsing for cleanliness purposes. So thus we came up with the straw.
Well, I think you've hit all of the indicators that you need. You're environmentally friendly, it's rinsable, it's portable. What I like about it is that there's different sizes too, because oftentimes we have different size glasses, right? So you can adapt the straw size to whatever you're drinking your beverage in.
Yeah, good point, because it comes in it screws together, so it's actually got the versatility of 4 lengths. You can use it in the short glass, medium glass, tall glass, or even something like a bottle, like a big tall bottle. So it goes up to, and I like that versatility. And it's easy to carry in your pocket or your purse.
So smart, so smart. And now, of course, during COVID-19, we're so worried about hygiene and sanitary conditions. So tell me how your product really helps us there as well.
Well, what we designed it to be an everyday personal item. So when you pick up your keys, you have the straw with it. You can even be attached to your keys or on a lanyard. You carry it with you, and it's 100% personal, just like your toothbrush. Now, you don't know who or how many people have touched your glass. So really, when you get a beverage or a drink or a can, you can use your own personal straw, put it in, and drink the fluids in it without having anyone else have touched it. And again, saving the environment at the same time.
And how is it you have a rinsable way to do it too in the case, right? Is that correct? Am I correct in saying that?
That's correct. Well, what we did is we put it into a watertight case. So you can put water or mouthwash or whatever in the morning, you put it in. That way, after you've used it, let's say, juice, pop, whatever, milk, you can put it back in the case and you just shake it, or as you carry it, it shakes, and it basically self-rinses it. So when you pull it back out to use again, you can just use it right from the case, or and then when you get home, you can just dump it out and put the new water in it or new mouthwash in it, and it takes the stickiness and so on away.
So show us.
So you don't have to go.
Yeah, and I see that you have it there, Bert. So just lift it up into our camera, too, to just kind of see how small it is and compact. Right, you just can put that on your keychain. Genius idea. I have a keychain
with a bottle open on it, and then basically it unscrews. I've got liquid in it now, so I'm not going to dump it. And then you just pull out the straw, and you put them together, you screw them together, so you have 1 length, 2 lengths, 3 lengths, 4 lengths. Like that would be for medium-sized glass. Now you can make it that long. The next size glass, and it's all stainless steel, so it doesn't rust. It's just like your cutlery, and you can even make it that.
And I see
Look
you
at the
have
length of that now.
Oh, that is genius. That is really fantastic. And the tip where you put your mouth, I see that's kind of soft, right? So
yes, surgical tubing. So again, it's for hygiene, and it doesn't get cold or warm. Plus, you don't have metal against your teeth. And then you got a little brush in the center of the case too, so each section can be cleaned. And as you can see, you just take it apart. Mine's wet right now because I do have fluid in my case, and I put it right back in the case like that. And look at the size of the case. So it's only tiny.
I love it. Thank you so much, Bert. Quickly tell us how we can find the straw.
Well, just go online, and you can buy it, thestraw.shop. So you can purchase it right online. It comes in 4 colors.
Great. Well, genius idea. Perfect for those of us in the desert who are going to be really upping our beverage count as the temperatures rise. And I thank you so much for being with us. And I'm looking forward to trying the straw with my iced tea.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
And thank you for having me on the show, Sadie.
Absolutely. Thanks so much.
This is where my mind opens, where I prepare for life. This great circle, questioning, discovering, creating. At this table, we learn to lead, to nurture, to sow and reap. We search the past, celebrate the present, build the future.
Palm Valley Education, personal and profound.
What are you going to do when you get into a car accident and somebody gets hurt?
I would call Walter Clark.
How come you're going to call Walter Clark?
Well, if you just are out of luck, you're out of luck.
What is Walter Clark's number?
777-7777.
That's a lot of sevens.
Yeah. Well, there's actually 3 sevens on each line. Well, actually, 3 and 4, I think. There's 7 sevens. No, 3 and 4 and 1.
Our family welcomes you to Pueblo Viejo Grill, home of the best Mexican food and happy hour in the Coachella Valley. Enjoy homemade carnitas, chile verde, fajitas, tamales, and enchiladas.